here at M&T Bank Stadium, just off the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen. That's the rookie Tyler Loop. He begins this one. Off we go here in Baltimore. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Throwing right away is Allen. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Myles Garrett able to bring him down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep, it's Tyreek Hill. Good coverage by the Buck team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. In motion comes Andrews. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again here with Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. That one finds Chase. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A fair catch signals, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Eagles offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Allen. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Allen now on 2nd down. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good.
That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
That's caught by Puka. spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 4. A run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to be fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line. Oh, a big play on 4th and 2. It's a gain of 34.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Eagles.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Tyreek now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense ready to take over for their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. So after one, 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hill brought in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy first down. Really well done.
They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. He'll work forward for a couple. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And you can see really why this offense has leaned on the ground game. I mean, can't you, Mike? I mean, the passing attack really needs somebody to provide a spark because they have not been able to get anything going here before the half.
On third down, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
52-yard attempt.
The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Ravens are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I could promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
On the return, it's Hill. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. He'll find Chase. That's complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to 2-minute warning.
48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. The shotgun, here's Jackson. There's a short one, caught by Andrews. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Jackson now from the 50. He'll try to run for it. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up 1st down.
That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the 2nd quarter.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. Jackson now. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Ravens. Tyler Loop now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Ravens are on top. It's now 10-7.
Eagles 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Brown now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over here in the last minute of this 1st half. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down. A gain of 7. First down, Eagles.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Open man, downfield, he's got his tight end Goedert. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 36 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throw, it was clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air once more is Allen. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike, gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. So we reached the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Tyreek now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
2nd and 10. On the give, here's Henry. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
Makes it 3rd and
8. 3rd, they need 8. Jackson. And the rush gets home. He goes down. They got him. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop. Gets in to bring him down.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within 1 possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Eagles offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Allen.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
3rd and 9. From the gun, here is Allen. He'll step up and run this. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
He'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Josh Allen. This one brought in by Brown. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Finding room to the 20. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
That's going to be incomplete. Covered very stout. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
A short throw taken in by Goddard. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll go with the sneak. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up into this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Dillon. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Allen. And he's in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
The kick is good. Makes the score Eagles 14, Ravens 10.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And he brings this back all the way to midfield. The Ravens offense ready to take over once more. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. Play action now. Jackson. No chance at all. He'll go down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Jackson now on second down. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up third and real long.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Eagles offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets it to about the 34-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Once again, it's Barkley. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Allen. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. He's got a man. That's Nacua. Complete. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. So out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Allen going to throw. There's Jefferson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll drop to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
This is the point in the game, Michael, on third down. You have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the first down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
Damn, I miss you, Justin. Sending love from my face compressor.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Allen down to an 8, and that should do it. A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now Allen. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To the air, Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
But that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. A first down carry for Henry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Jackson going to keep it. The quick feet by Jackson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That, too.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3 and out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop his shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Complete. Jefferson the target. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's Allen to throw it. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
At their own 7-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The jumbo set out there, 3rd and inches. Jackson will keep it. And he will have a Ravens first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's Jackson to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down per minute and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Saquon Barkley deep to return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Inside handoff, Henry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup, And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They set up the screen for Henry. He was unable to shake free there, and they cover him for a loss of a yard.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Here's Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Jackson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
To throw is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Jackson going to keep it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to win. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Jackson now. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Luke now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
That's the score. Ravens 17, Eagles nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll run it again with Barkley. A beautiful fake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. This short throw caught by Goddard. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Allen going to throw. Pass complete there to McClure. And that's good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation.
Touchdown, Eagles! Saquon Barkley, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
Throwing is Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Henry up the middle. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there at the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
A big play here. 3rd and 2. Allen. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing, Allen. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw is Allen. He finds it again, Saquon Barkley. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Allen. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. Here's Allen. Completes this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll get it inside the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this win was impressive, Charles. And look, they were honest with us this week. They had this game circled on the calendar for quite a while, coming in and taking down the reigning Super Bowl champions.
And you and I both know from experience that having the title reigning Super Bowl champs is a blessing, but a curse when the next season begins, right? Because everyone circles that game on their schedule. They can't wait to come in and play, and they often do things you don't even expect because they figure, what do we have to lose? We're playing the Super Bowl champs.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All set for kickoff here at Baltimore's M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, a fun one on tap for us. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're off from Baltimore. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Play action now for Stafford. He finds Brown right side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
First down throw here for Stafford. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
We've set of downs from the 37. On 1st down, here's Stafford. Another one caught by St. Brown. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Second and 3 now. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
RPO. Quickly it goes into the hands of St. Brown. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Stop there by the 4th-year ball hawk coming off his first All-Pro nomination, Derek Stingley Jr. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now it's Bigsby. Escapes the defender. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Trying to sneak with Stafford. And this defense is going to win this rap. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Trying for it with Stafford. Pass complete to Goddard. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The 2nd drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
return. Here's Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up second and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. Now Jackson off the play action. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Running once more with Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's third and 6 now. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They start out with a 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. Oh, he's going to run for it. And this one doesn't go far.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had here, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Off a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Brought down by the first-time All-Pro Nick Bonito.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. It really creates some indecision now defensively.
On second down, here's Barkley. Rolling into enemy territory. Saquon Barkley. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles pull out in front further, 13-zip. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. That play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Jackson now on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And the power play up the gut will result in 2 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet. Those are the kind of plays, an inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Lamar now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. Into enemy territory and a yard at most from the 1st. That brings up 3rd down. Play action. Here's Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. Down to the 10. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 1-score game before halftime. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. In the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Brown with a return here. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Stafford. It's a screen to Barkley. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Third and long for him here. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Stafford throwing again. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. It's the first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He'd been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. And they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Back to the air we go on second. Stafford. Quick slant taken in by Nakua. And they make the tackle at the 38. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first.
That's good.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. It's Stafford once more. A throw right side, caught by Goddard. And they get this down to the 28. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now Stafford again. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Elliott connects there. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Hey, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
See if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Raven offense headed out for this first series of the second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
A draw now. This is Henry. And he's going to salvage a couple by bouncing this outside, but that's it. It's a gain of 2. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
5 men now in the secondary for the Eagles on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This finds its target. That's Hill. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Flying down the middle with Henry. They'll cobble together a yard there. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another run for Henry. He goes out a little short of the 40. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
So 1st down from the 41. From the gun, Jackson finds him over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. He gained 11 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now here's Lamar. Right back to Flowers they go. And he drives it forward to maybe the 27. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Jackson looking to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. And again, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
The 6-yard line.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Brown with a return here. Keeps away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. That lead already smaller than it was at the break, Brock, and they're going to face a little pressure now on this opening series. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. I'll start this one out with Barkley. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Play action now for Stafford. Ravens get him. Down he goes. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
3rd and long now for Stafford. Nakua here. He's got it. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On 1st down, here's Stafford. Nakua's got it again. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. So we're through 3 here. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Stafford from the gun. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Throwing this one back at the end zone. They did it! He made the interception! Pat Surtain has it! First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Play fake, Jackson. Taken in by Hill, right side. And on 1st down, no place to go here. They're going to take him out about a yard behind the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Lamar now from the gun. He takes it himself. He dodged the tackle. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And they're going to have first and goal, Brock, as he gets out of bounds right around the 9.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's second and goal.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on first and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Randolph heading left to Hill. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Looking to throw. He's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a fourth-quarter lead. Tyreek, well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. Yep. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead.
Ravens 21, Eagles 17.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Stafford now on first down. Completed over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Hits him on the out route. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around. They know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
First and 10 now from the 46. Back to throw. Quick slam taken in by Nakua. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Second and 3 now. Line up the design keeper. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Not the biggest gain, but exactly what they needed. Just get the first down and keep this drive rolling.
First and 10 from the 43. Setting up to pass. That's complete. Nakua on the left side. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Brings up second and 1 at the 33-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1. He'll look to throw it. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. First down, a run with Barkley. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
First down, and they go right back to it. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. Here he is to throw. And he sails that one over the end zone.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he is to throw. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore running its offense out now. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
First down, here's Lamar. Finding Flowers. And he gets out of bounds after a small 2-yard gain, but they needed more from that play.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
From the gun, Jackson. Complete to Derrick Henry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Drop this one down for Henry. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one.
47-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Jackson's gonna throw again. This is for the ball game. Catch is made, but he is out of the back of the end zone. Could not get his feet down, partner. This one's gonna end up incomplete. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Baltimore.